Ranger.
Thank you very much, Adrian Areti, for your very warm and kind introduction. I'm indeed grateful to Mr. Sujit Nair, Chairman, Europe India Center for Business and Industry, for inviting me to share my thought with you this morning. But before I do, I would like to send my condolences to all those people who lost their battle against Corona in India, and my good wishes and prayers to those who are fighting for their lives due to this unfortunate pandemic. That just shows that we have to be self-sufficient in order to look after our citizens. We just cannot depend on other countries for everything. Certain things we have to be self-sufficient, and I think lessons will be learned. India will emerge as a very strong nation because we always rise from the crisis stronger. So I'm very optimistic. The future will be much more brighter than the present one. The UK, India, and Euro friendship is made in heaven. Our friendship grows when we share each other's values. No two friends can become friends if their interests are totally the opposite. One want to study, one want to play. So we have to have common interest and common values for us to build our lasting relationship. Europe, Britain, and India are liberal democracies, secular and countries where equality for all is enshrined in their constitution. Human freedom is at the heart of their governance. No one is oppressed or suppressed in Europe like we see in many countries like China, North Korea, and so on. So therefore, our relationship is a natural relationship. Unlike China, India does not work to undermine British or European interest in the world. In fact, we complement each other in our endeavors to make the world a better place for everyone. So we are a positive force and we have no conflict with anyone. As you know, India is a very stable democracy. In business with India will flourish as people who have already gone from Europe. There are huge industries from Europe, car industries, Japanese car industries, Korean industries, and other countries who have invested in India, put their faith in India, are not looking back. In fact, the business is going from strength to strength. You will not see a coup like the one we just see in Myanmar, in former Burma, by military. India has been a stable democracy right from the day of its independence. We are no stranger to one another. During both the great wars, the Indian soldier came and fought with the British forces for the European freedom and that of the world freedom. So that just shows that our historic relationship goes back to the day when Europe was in crisis and we came to help the cause of human freedom. And what we are enjoying today, the sacrifices of Indian soldier is underpinning that freedom what in Europe and Britain are enjoying today. Indian also came to rebuild Britain and Europe. As as you can see, they worked in factories, they worked in hospital, they worked in transport, schools, and everything. The contribution of India and Indian is not just of today, it is centuries old. So therefore, we need to build on that relationship, which has stood the test of time again and again and again. Unfortunately, trade within Europe is not growing as rapidly as it is growing in India. So therefore, it is important that the European companies link up with the Indian company to grow their businesses and to get out of this sluggish growth. India, given the size, is a very big economy. It's probably number four economy in the world now. Having a trade relationship with India will be equivalent to having trade relationship with at least 10 big countries. India provides a local market and also opportunity to produce products at a fraction of cost. So therefore, we can become competitive in the world, and we can compete with China. As you know, China has totally the opposite interest in the world. They suppress people, they oppress people. We have seen what they've done to the Uyghur Muslim. 1 million of them are in concentration camp just for believing in a faith. So therefore, it is very, very important that we now learn from the past to make our future. We just cannot strengthen a country which is going to undermine our emphasis on human freedom, liberties, and equality and justice. So therefore, you have no choice but to develop relationship with those countries who share our values. I give you one example. JCB, a British company which moves earth moving equipment, has moved their production to India. And now they're producing their equipment much cheaper than they would have done in Britain. And as a result, from India, they're exporting to 90 countries. So that is the result of collaboration with India. And there's another thing. India itself has a very large market. So you have a win-win situation. You can use take advantage of the Indian market and also export competitively priced product to other developing country which cannot afford expensive European product. India offers a scale of production to the European countries. We have seen with the pharmaceutical industry how European companies are manufacturing in India at the scale which the world needs and demands. So therefore, COVID vaccination is an example how India has been exporting AstraZeneca to nearly 90 odd countries to save world population. And you know, because Indians are product of a secular and democratic country, they are taught to use merit, not use race or religion to surge ahead. The result is every blue chip company is run by Indians. And they have proved themselves time and time again that they are better, if not equal, or equal, if not better, than the European or the Americans or the British people. So therefore, we should take advantage of the talent India has offered. India has already exported doctors, engineers, teachers, professors, you name it. So therefore, we are no stranger to one another. We have got same values and we will work hand in hand wherever we go. India now has a very large middle class due to the globalization and the wages and income. There's a very big market for European consumer products. Indian aspire to be like British or the European because they aspire to be with the first world countries, citizen of first world countries. So there is a huge demand for European product, from technology to clothes to drinks, foods, fashion, you name it. There is a demand for medical equipment, you know, anything, cars, motorcycles, scooters. There's a huge 1.4 billion people, and middle class is bigger than that of Europe and America put together. So there you can imagine the scale or the strength of Indian market. It is very important that people, European and the British, should understand that India no longer wants to import. They want to manufacture in India. So therefore, they should look to building strategic relationship with the Indian companies. because you also need a local commander, local knowledge to grow your business in any country. I started my company with just £2 in a shed some 25, 30 years ago. And today my business is in 130 countries and the only company to win an unprecedented 5 consecutive Queen's Award for enterprise in international trade by competing with the best in Britain. That just shows the strength of having strategic partners, because you can learn a great deal about a market, and also you can keep yourself very lean. You don't have to spend money going to invest in India when you can find a strategic partner to build your relationship there and then. And all I can say in the end, that we must now look at India, having seen what China has done, how China is undermining in South China Sea the interest of Japan, Vietnam, Philippines, and to some extent India also. Uh, it's time that we contain the dragon uh, for our own for the sake of our future generations. So therefore, Europe, UK, India partnership is made in heaven. It is made for one another. We should capitalize it for the benefit of humanity as a whole. So thank you very much.